Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about breastfeeding and nursing, everything that has to do with breastfeeding and just feeding your baby. So pretty much if you guys are interested in this video and want to know some tips or some things that can help you out so you could successfully breastfeed, just keep on watching. Okay, so just as a disclaimer right away, I am not a professional, I am not a lactation consultant, anything like that. This is just things that have helped me successfully breastfeed this time around. I'm gonna mention some things that kind of like helped me out more this time around than with my first baby. I just wanted to get that out there just because I don't want anybody bashing or anybody saying anything. These are just things that helped me out, and maybe they can help you out, and maybe I can help somebody out there. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so first thing is first, we're gonna rewind all the way back to my other son when he was born. When he was born, you know, my mission was 100% breastfeeding. I didn't even think about formula. I didn't even buy formula. I didn't even look into formula. I didn't do any research about formula. And the reason for that was because I was so determined to breastfeed. I was 100% focused. I was like, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna go great. And that just went down the drain with him. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like with him, my breastfeeding went downhill because I was very stressed out, and I was very stressed out because of breastfeeding, if that makes any sense. So if you're a mama or you're gonna be a new mama, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be stressing. You know, all of these new things are coming into your life. You're gonna have a brand new baby that you have to take care of. There's so many responsibilities that come with it, and just breastfeeding is a whole nother job. You know, it's a full-time job, I'm not gonna lie. And with him, I felt like it was so expected for me to breastfeed. I had so much pressure that I felt so much pressure. I wasn't sure if the people around me were disappointed or not. At that point, I didn't care, but I just felt so much pressure on me. I kind of let that take over me. So I did breastfeed my son, but not as long as I am doing it now. I think it was like 6 weeks, but it was only like half. So like he would drink half formula and half breast milk. It wasn't full breast milk. The first probably like 2-3 weeks he did get like full breast milk. After that it was just half and half because I didn't have a lot of supply, and I also felt like I didn't know as much as I know now. So everything was just so new, you know what I mean? And this time around I feel like I'm doing such a great time. My baby girl's already gonna be 6 weeks old and she's full on breastfeeding, and I have a full stash of in the freezer. So my breastfeeding game is on point this time around, and I think it's all has to do with me taking care of myself emotionally. This time around I told myself, if I cannot breastfeed, it's okay for me to give her formula. And I told myself early on, and I had that mindset. So I feel like that put me at ease, if that makes any sense. I didn't have to stress so much, which I did give my daughter formula for like 2 days until my milk supply came in, and after that she's never had formula anymore. And you know, I felt like that was such a huge part. And don't stress, you know, if you're gonna be a new mom, or if your milk supply doesn't come in right away, give them formula. Don't make them suffer, because you're only gonna stress yourself out more. You're only gonna make yourself worry more. And I feel like that was my problem. I was just so against formula. I was just like, no. But at the end of the day, you have to feed your child no matter what. So just think about that. With my son, like I said, it wasn't as successful, but now with my daughter, I feel like things have been going great. And I am going to mention there are a lot of things that I feel like take place into creating your milk. So the things that you eat, one, oatmeal is the number one thing that helps you produce milk. And I am 100% sure of that. My mom says that you do produce more milk when you have girls instead of boys because of hormones, I guess. I'm not sure if that's 100% true. The first couple of weeks, and I'm gonna do another video which would be this one, after this one, which will be up on Thursday, about my diet and how I've lost weight after my baby, and that has a lot to do with my breast milk as well. So they kind of like intertwine. So I'll take that video out as well. Any nuts that are made out of milk, if that makes any sense, I don't know if it makes any sense, like almond milk, cashew milk, stuff like that, drink those milks. Also drink almond milk, drink lots of oatmeal every single day if you can. Put it in the beginning. You make your milk supply, if that makes any sense. So you are kind of, your body is going to make as much as you need. So as long as you keep taking it out, keep latching your baby, it's going to keep coming in, keep coming in, keep coming in. If you leave your breast full for such a long time without feeding your baby or without pumping, your milk supply is going to stop, just because your body's saying, oh, she doesn't need anymore, you know, I need to slow down. So that was one thing that I learned this time around. Well, with last time around, I didn't really feel so much of that because my milk wasn't enough. I didn't have enough, and like I said, I feel like I had to do a lot with stress. And that's why I'm telling you guys, try your best not to stress about the milk, about breastfeeding. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. Just feed your baby one way or another. Drink lots of water, 100% drink lots of water. I eat a lot, and I'm not going to say like huge portions. I'm constantly eating, I'm constantly snacking, because when you breastfeed, the baby's taking everything out of your body. You're pretty much feeding your baby from your body. So you have to be well nutrient. Your body has to be on fuel, if that makes any sense, 100%, so you don't start to feel sick. Because I remember the first couple of days when my milk started coming in and I started feeding her, I felt like I was gonna catch a cold. Like my body felt so weak. Apart from that, I had just had her. My milk supply came in, I think the third day. I just had her, so I was just freshly out of delivery, and I felt like I was gonna catch a cold. My back started hurting, everything started hurting, and my mom said it was because I was breastfeeding and my milk was coming in, and she was just, you know, taking it all out. So she's working out your body pretty much. It's a good thing, but you do have to not forget to eat. Always eat 100%. So now I'm gonna show you guys some things that have helped me successfully breastfeed, and the number one thing that I got was this right here, which was an Upspring Milk Flow Fenugreek and Blessed Thistle breastfeeding supplement, and this is to promote healthy breast milk supply, and mine is in the flavored chocolate. And I'm gonna say this off the bat, this doesn't make your supply, if that makes any sense. This just helps maintain your supply. So when your milk is coming in, it's coming in. I drink this probably once a day. If I don't drink it every day, I drink it every other day. I drink this with my protein shake, because my protein shake's already chocolate, but it doesn't produce it if you don't have any, if that makes any sense. It just maintains it. So that's why I say there's a lot of foods that you can Google that would help you get a kickstart in your breast milk. Like I said, oatmeal is the number one thing. If that's the only thing that you want to eat in the morning or every single day, just one thing that I would recommend is oatmeal. Don't stop eating oatmeal. That helps a lot. The other thing that has successfully helped me a lot, and I mean a lot, is this bad boy right here, which you guys probably saw this in one of my videos because I had it back there for the entire video. But this is a nursing bra. Well, I wouldn't say nursing, I would say a pumping bra. But this is a bra right here, and it has holes right here, as you can see. So pretty much this is your boob and this is your nipple right here, and then around it holds the pump, not the pump itself, but the connector obviously to the pump. So you put the pump right here, and then your hands free. And this right here, I would have to say, has saved my life. The first week I didn't have this, and I was like, dude, there has to be a way where I could sit here, pump, and not like stress about it, because I feel like I was starting to stress about sitting down for so long. And another thing I would recommend is get 2 shields. So I'm going to do another video on breast pumps itself, but each breast pump has a shield, so always get two because you could put both of them on here at the same time and your hands free, and you don't have to be holding them, or you don't have to do one at a time and then you have to do the other time because then the other side, because then it's double the time. So buy two so it makes your life so much easier, and honestly this has cut down my time in half. Until I got mine on Amazon because the one at Target runs from small to large, and then it has a connector in the back to make it adjustable. But I feel like that one fit me too snug on my boobs when they're full, and when your boobs are full they hurt. So when I would put it on, I would be like, oh, 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 and I didn't like that. So I went ahead and ordered the bigger size on Amazon, and this is the XL. Oh, this is a large plus, which is XL. But honestly, I only have one and it saves my life every single time. I've already washed it more than once, and I've already dried it as well and air dried it. So it's pretty cool. Another thing that I would recommend is a Boppy pillow, and this is for when you're actually nursing your baby. This helped me a lot the first couple of weeks. My baby girl is a little bit more full now. She's a little bit more heavy, so I feel like she's more like stable. This one really helped me in the beginning just because it opens up here, and then you can put it around your waist right under, and then she's on the pillow and she's not on you. And I feel like this helped me so much, and it still does. I even use it now to put her on there, but it helps so much to have some support so you're not just slouching all the damn time, and you have a little bit more, like, you know, you could sit up straight. So I feel like that helped me a lot as well. Another thing that I found that also has helped me kind of control my craving a little bit, because I've been having a sweet tooth a lot. This is also another thing that has helped me maintain my milk supply, and these are the Munchkin Milk Makers Lactation Cookie Bites. And mine are the oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, and these are these right here, and these are so damn good. These, I would have to say that this does help produce milk and not just maintain. Of course it's gonna maintain it, but it's also gonna kickstart your milk. These right here, because I'm not sure what ingredients it has. Obviously more ingredients than the powder. It's the other powder, but this, I've noticed when I ate, I think the first two times, I did notice a supply increase on my left breast. And I'm saying that on my left breast because my right breast is the one that produces the most, and I'm sure this is the same for every woman out there that I've heard of. Right breast will produce from anywhere from like 7 ounces to like 9, 10, 11 ounces of milk, and my left breast, the least that it will produce will be like 3. The max it's ever produced, it's like 5. So my left breast has always been the one that doesn't produce the most. And with this one right here, after I ate this probably like 2-3 times, on this one is when I started producing like 5 ounces, 6 ounces, and that's continuously. So this one, I felt like it did really help. And you can also get these at Target. They've only had this flavor at Target, but I know they have other flavors online. You could also order them on Amazon. I usually order them on Amazon and just get them delivered to my house. This is actually my second box, and to be honest, I'm gonna open one just so you guys can see, and then I'll eat them after. But they're really good, and they're such a good size, and they take away the sweet tooth because of the chocolate chip cookies. I honestly thought they were gonna be a lot smaller. I thought they were gonna be like, you know, little crumbs, but this is a good size cookie, and honestly they're so damn good. Another thing that has helped me a lot, and this is obviously if you're already producing milk, if you know, you're trying to start your storage in the freezer. At first I wasn't sure if I was going to start a stash, but I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to start, because she was not eating everything that was coming out of my breast. So I was like, I am going to start freezing it. And these are the bags that I chose to get, and these are the Gland milk storage bags, and these bags are so amazing, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. In the bottom, I'm not sure what happened with this time around that I ordered them, but they don't seem to open in the bottom. But in the bottom they usually open like this, so you can stand them up. I don't stand them up because it takes up more space in the storage. I leave mine flat and then I lay it down and let it freeze, and then I start stacking them up. But these bags, I have to say, are hands down the best bags I've tried, from Lansano, from Medela, from I don't know what other brand I tried. They suck. Pretty much they suck. And these are so thick, like very durable. The zipper is very nicely made. No milk comes out of here at all, and obviously they're sterilized and everything. So I also like the fact that it comes with this little thing right here on the side, and then you just rip it out and then you pour out your breast milk onto your bottle. So I don't know if the fluid ounce measures exact, because I always measure mine before I put it in the bag, which you should. Don't rely on the bag. And I always put the time, I always put the name, and not the name, the volume, and then the date. So that's pretty cool that it has all of that in the front. And like I said, these are such amazing durable bags, and I just write that information down with a Sharpie. And my stash is pretty, I would have to say, pretty big already, and nothing has happened to any of the bags at all. That, I swear to you guys, breastfeeding is not easy, but it's 100% worth it. The breast pump that I use is this one right here, which is a Medela Symphony, which is definitely a pretty big, expensive breast pump, and it comes, like I said, with a double so you can pump at the same time on both breasts. And it's an amazing breast pump. I had to say, hands down, is the best one that I prefer out of the 3 that I have. It just does a good job. But also, latching your baby is so great. One thing that helped me for sure were these shields right here, and I got these at the hospital. They actually gave them to me. The lady, mine are all super dirty. The nurse that was helping me there, I was telling her that I was having such a hard time, that they were hurting so bad that I didn't want to latch her on anymore. So she gave me these shields. So I know they look pretty funny, but you pretty much just put this on your nipple, and I'm going to show you guys on my hand. So you put this on your nipple, so your nipple is obviously going to be here, and it's not going to rub against anything, or your clothes is not going to go against anything. And this really helped me the first 3 days that I didn't latch her on. Well, the first day I did. The other 2 days that I didn't latch her on, I just put these on, and they saved my nipples. Oh, baby. They pretty much healed with these on because they were not rubbing on anything. The other thing that I used were these soothing gel pads, and these are from Lansano, but I know they also have some from the other brand. Gel pads that are gonna help your nipple sores. These are just the ones I have. There's some that you could put in the freezer. I don't know if you can't tell because it's a brand new pack, but they're pretty much just gel pads, and you put them on, and that saved my life as well. The hospital gave me 1 pair, and then my boyfriend actually went on to buy another pair. But you could obviously use this all the time if you have nipple soreness. But I'm telling you, once your nipples get used to you pumping, and once they get used to the baby eating, they're gonna heal pretty much. Getting used to that, if that makes any sense. But those are 100% must-haves as well. Get some type of protection for your nipples, especially the first couple of days, because they're gonna be so sore. What, baby? The other thing that I wanted to mention are bras. So 100% our bras are going to be such lifesavers. These bras right here are from Bravado Design. I had these since my son. I ordered a bunch of them when I was nursing him, and I just saved them because they're pretty expensive, and you know, they're such a good quality that why wouldn't I save them? So pretty much they're bras like this, and then you have the little snip right here. I'm pretty sure I've showed one of these before. It just snips right here open, and pretty much your boobs just out there, and it makes everything so much easier. They have tons of these. This one I could even just pull it down on the side, pull my breast out. Thank you, baby. And that's it. I tried the ones from this brand just because I have a bigger bust, but if you have a smaller bust, you can get the ones from Target. That I'm pretty sure those work as well. So you definitely want to get bras that are not going to squish your boobs, because when your boobs are full, nothing, you want nothing on your boobs, saying that in the nicest way possible. So definitely get comfortable bras, get looser bras. Are 100% going to help you successfully breastfeed, especially in the street. Makes things so much easier. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to talk about and to mention that is super important is the milk, breast milk in general. Of course, at the beginning, the first thing that comes out is called the liquid gold, which is a colostrum, which is the first thing that comes out of your body when you're gonna breastfeed, and that usually happens within the first day or two. The other stages of milk come in, but what I want to talk about is once your milk supply comes in. So once your milk supply comes in, the first thing that comes out of your breast, and I will insert a picture around the screen somewhere so you guys can read it in case I'm talking too fast, but the first thing that comes out is form milk, and this is the milk that quenches the baby's thirst, that contains the lactose and protein, and is not high in calories or fat. And this milk right here is it's more watery in my opinion, and it's more white. And right now in the picture that I answer, you're gonna see the difference in the milk. And then once you're getting closer to the end of your breastfeeding session or your pumping session, that's when the better milk comes out, if that makes any sense. And this is the hind milk, and this is the thick and creamy texture. It's high in fat and calories, and this is found near the end of your pumping session or your nursing session, like I've mentioned. And this is the best. It's the better of the milk, and this is what's gonna keep your baby more full, because if you're just latching them on for 5 minutes and they're not emptying your breast, or you're not pumping everything completely, you're pretty much just giving them the fore milk, and that's pretty much like water, you can say, because it doesn't have as much nutrients as a hind milk. So one thing that I want to stress to you guys is always finish breastfeeding your baby on one side first, like fully empty it, or when you're pumping, fully empty your breast. And I'm gonna say that to massage your breast. After a quick shower, you could get warm towels to like put them on your breast to kind of help the milk come down. The most important thing is to empty your breast every single time, regardless if you're breastfeeding, like latching them on, or regardless if you're pumping. That way your baby can get a good balance of both. Another thing that I wanted to mention is latching. I mentioned the Boppy pillow, and the Boppy pillow, there's a lot of different ways that you can put your baby to successfully breastfeed them, and that it won't hurt. And I'm not gonna say that very lightly, because you know, you could probably have a comfortable latch and it's still gonna hurt you. You know, you don't know that. I don't know that. Everybody's different. So I actually saw a lactation consultant at the doctor at my baby's first well baby visit. One thing that she told me and that she taught me was about the baby's lips. So, you know, especially if you have bigger butts, if your breast is big, it's kind of like gonna put your breast on their nose, which obviously they can suffocate. So one thing that she taught me was, when that's a problem, you have to take out their lip, take out the top lip, so it's kind of like this. And I'll try to insert like pictures if I can find any, where the lip is like this, so it prevents your breast from covering their nose, the lip. So that's one thing that I learned that I did not learn with my son. I always had that fear of letting go of my boob. And keep in mind, what works for me may not work for you. If you don't want to latch her on, that's fine, because if you're doing it a different way, and if it's completely comfortable for you, and if it's completely successful, it's completely fine. She also told me to pretty much squeeze. You're pretty much gonna squeeze your breast, and you're gonna stuff it into her mouth. So you kind of have to work with your breast a little bit, not just the tip, like the whole your whole areola, whatever, you know, your whole part into her mouth. That way she's not just sucking on the tip of your nipple, because if she sucks on the tip of your nipple, that is not how it goes. It's not comfortable. You're gonna bleed, you're gonna crack. So she has to get your whole areola. I think that's what's called. The most comfortable way for me to breastfeed was having her on the bobby pillow, and it's called cradle positioning, where they're kind of just like laying on the pillow, laying down on the side. So that's the most comfortable position for me. They did recommend for me to try the football position because she wasn't latching on very good in the beginning, but I feel like the football positioning for me didn't really work. So once I got it down with the cradle positioning, and she showed me about the lips, how the lips have to be out like little ducks, that completely changed my gaming latching her on. After that, my milk supply came in good. Her latching on didn't hurt anymore. I didn't have to use the shields anymore. I don't have to use any nipple cream. Pretty much just my breast just healed pretty good, and now she's just very comfortable. So another thing that completely changed my breastfeeding game was my swivel chair, and I'll probably insert a picture right here of my swivel chair, or I'll take a picture in front of it. But that completely changed my breastfeeding game. Honestly, without that chair, it was so uncomfortable. You know, I had to like put my legs up, like I had to do so many things to breastfeed her, and I was uncomfortable trying to make her feel comfortable. So the lactation consultant recommended for me to get a swivel chair, or any type of chair that will give me back support, and also the pillow to give me support for her and give me feet support. So you could definitely put like a little stool on front of a chair, so your feet are not pretty much like this all the time, they're just flat, but the stool is gonna give you support on your legs. So those are little tips that I can give you guys that honestly have helped me a lot, and I am so happy that my breastfeeding has been very successful this time around. Yeah, so pretty much that's all the things that I have and all the tips that I can give you guys to successfully breastfeed. Definitely, you know, it's a lot of work, but I would 100% recommend it, and just enjoy it. Honestly, I feel very like powerful, you can say. You know, it makes me feel good that I can feed her and supply for her. Definitely take on the challenge if you can. If you don't have any milk coming in, don't stress it. You know, give her or him what you can, and then supplement with formula if you have to, if you need it. But don't stress about it. There's a lot of women that just don't produce milk in general. My mom didn't produce a lot either, and you know, she had to supplement, and you know, you do what you can. But other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't miss the next video, because it's all about my postpartum weight loss that I've had so far, and it has to do a lot with eating as well. But anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. I'm gonna go pump these girls out because they're about to start leaking. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.